Welcome, everyone.
Said that I was to travel with you until you have completed.
Very good timing. Waking Cloud.
Pleasing to you?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Certainly. We should make haste then.
Okay, so we have been given the Quiet as Waters perk. While Waking Cloud is in your party, it is much easier to sneak by the Whitelegs. Their perception is decreased. But what's even better is she has some carry weight.
Take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
Compliance regulator? Huh. Well, you're gonna have everything that I don't need. Heck, you can even have our really souped up work club. She might use it. Might not. Give her this. Oh no. Maybe not my rebreather. Can I have that back? But miscellaneous. Wait, what? Oh, it's for the SMG. That's why we couldn't plat anything. It's all making sense.
I will be more useful to you, traveling light.
Right. So. Problem. How did I end up with so much more carry weight? Predicted the buff out. Kinda seen that one coming. Right, let's have a little look. Whitebird's Cave. There's a few caves I would like to visit. And that goes up to a cave that I said I would look at. It's the Sweet Flower Cave. Wonder, are they all interconnected? Possibly. Fast travel is currently unavailable. Serious? That looks like a Joshua Graham. If I am to be so bold. It is him. What's he want?
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be, that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
Right.
Happy shall he be, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means?
You don't want to leave Zion, you'd rather kill every last one of the Whitelegs. Guessing you're pretty mad about something. That would go with the top one.
Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work. And the good Lord knows there's much to be done here.
Okay, this conversation just got pretty dark. What was that about? Dashing the little ones. You get no argument from me. These Whitelegs are human garbage.
They're still God's children. But if they turn against their brothers and sisters, won't listen to reason, if they pollute the Lord's temples on earth, like Zion, who are we to stand by and let them continue? Daniel does not yet see things the way we do. He is the John to our Matthew and Mark. When you have a moment, speak with him. There may still be time to save Zion from the Whitelegs, to keep God's children here, in this living temple. Welcome back.
I mean, what do you know about salt upon wounds?
He's a butcher. Believe me, I know the godless fire that burns in his heart. I've been burned by it myself. He's not the kind to let his subordinates do all the killing. No, he likes to have a hand in it, with that spear of his. He's fashioned himself an abomination before the eyes of the Lord. I'm happy to serve as an instrument of divine justice.
Okay, can I ask you some personal questions?
It's not something I enjoy, but I pray to God that someone may learn from my mistakes. What would you like to know?
Are you in much pain? Is there anything I can do to help?
You are kind to offer, but no, there's nothing you can do. We don't use chems, but I learned long ago that I'm immune to their effects. It never stops burning. My skin. Every day I have to unwind the bandages and replace them with fresh ones.
Ooh.
Exposing my body to the air is like living through it again. But it's better to be clean than comfortable.
Alright, let's see. Were you always with the New Canaanites?
I was born in Ogden, what people came to call New Canaan. Things were more peaceful when I was growing up. When I was a young man, I went out into the world to do missionary work, as all New Canaanites do. I traveled along the Long 15 and followed 89 south into Arizona. Along the way, I met two men from a group called the Followers of the Apocalypse. Edward Sallow and Bill Calhoun. They came to teach the tribes. Calhoun was a good man. Edward was the one who got us into trouble down the road.
Was one of those men Caesar?
No, not then. Back then, he was just Edward. Smart
Edward?
man.
That's his name?
Young, but we all were. We thought we could hike into the Grand Canyon and talk to Blackfoots. We did. And the Blackfoots were friendly enough at first. But eventually... I've thought back to that day so many times. I must have mistranslated. Something must have been mixed up, because the Blackfoots decided we weren't going to leave. The rest is history, assuming Edward hasn't changed it.
How did you end up being the Caesar's legate?
This way lies the path to hell. Caesar needed me to translate. Translation became giving orders. Giving orders became leading in battle. Leading in battle became training, punishing, terrorizing. A series of small mistakes before a great fall. And I stayed in that darkness until after Hoover Dam. After I failed Caesar and he had me burned alive, thrown into the Grand Canyon.
How'd you survive?
I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I fell down into that dark chasm. The flame burned on and on. The next morning, I woke up and crawled out of the northern edge of the Grand Canyon, that cursed place. It took me 3 months to reach New Canaan. It was as though the prodigal son had returned. They welcomed me like I had never left. Never done anything to shame them. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. I will never be able to repay the debt I owe to them. But I must try.
Okay. Okay, what do you know about the war between Caesar and the NCR?
I try not to involve myself with matters of the Mojave anymore. All I know is from before the Battle of Hoover Dam.
What do you know of the NCR?
Better than Caesar, but that's not a high standard. Too much love of money and ownership. Not enough love of God and giving. Any society that derives its power and authority from the will of man alone lives apart from God and will crumble in the end.
Okay. What about Mr. House?
I had heard of him, but when we were preparing to enter the Mojave, he didn't seem relevant to what was happening. From what I've learned since Hoover Dam, he handled the Mojave tribes in a fashion not entirely dissimilar from Caesar. It's too bad.
Hold on, I'm just trying to see here. Guessing you don't like him very much?
Love the sinner, hate the sin. With Caesar, it's often very difficult to see through all of that sin to the person inside. I can say that we were both lucky that NCR supply lines and land routes north of Mojave Outpost were destroyed before the Battle of Hoover Dam. Something bad happened near Death Valley, at a place called the Divide. NCR couldn't cut across anymore, and it slowed down the reinforcements. Terrible storms ripped entire companies apart before they even got to Nevada soil. The aftermath of Hoover Dam could have been even worse for Caesar.
What's at the Divide?
I don't know for certain, and I don't think NCR knows either. Whatever happened at the Divide was too much for them to handle. Our Frumentari told us what they saw. Only fools and madmen would march into a place like that. All roads wind down to the same spot. the grave. They said all that's left there is a
Foreshadowing.
gaping wound cut into the earth, cursed and damned. No place for God-fearing folk.
Okay, well there was one more question between that. Divide blocked all their northern land routes?
Not all of them, but they couldn't take 127 north to get around the mountains. As if Death Valley weren't enough, they had the Divide and Big Empty to deal with. From what the Legion's Xplores reported, the Big Empty may as well have been a wall to any living thing approaching it.
Nice. Right, he'll move on, doing whatever he needs to do. Morning Glory Cave is where we can find this staircase, wipe out the white legs, steal the totems. Kill them, collapse the cave, and deal with them. Wait a second. I can't do this yet.
Yaogwai. Even our strongest hunters could not hope to kill so many. There must be a nest nearby.
What do you propose?
Fighting so many at once is a dangerous prospect, unless you are a truly mighty warrior.
Well, don't mean to
This
brag.
many so close together suggests a nest nearby. If we find it and destroy it, we might have better luck.
How would we do that?
Did Daniel not give you some of the new Canaanites' fire clay? That could easily collapse a cave and trap the beasts inside. Look around and see if you can find a cave nearby. It may prove easier than slaying the beasts.
Better get to work. Let's go. Right, are you gonna follow me up here? Good, good, good.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
Oh, it's near nighttime. I was like, why is it so dark? And then it hit me. Critical strike paralysis. Huh. Did it again. Keep putting that rebreather away. Spork. Don't know where we got that, but at some point we got a spork. That's us almost completely empty, which is good, because then we'll also have her to rely on. Ah. So you gotta check your inventory. You could just have something like that lying around. There's a little location we've got to discover. The Yalgwai cave done. There's a few places in and around the Sorrow camp that we've got to go to. Tiger's Point. Bit strange that it wasn't marked on a map, but over that direction must be the Three Sisters, yeah. Three Marys. Deal with Yalgwai. I remember this took me forever to do. We were doing the 100% run. Or not, we were doing the 100%. We were doing the Fists Only run. Because I had to do all the DLCs. There's also another one, but
What?
I am fearless and I kind of want to kill them, so let's go kill them.
Plague attacks grow more. You leave me no choice. Messy business. I am glad it's over.
Like low HP. Huh. That was so close. We almost died. Well, before we blow this sky high, I do want to make sure that we got absolutely everything. Which just means I need to go this way. Ah yes, so you go to there and then you see them. Gives you a bit of a vantage point, I suppose. They can't get to you, which makes it a pretty safe bet. One more set of explosives.
Guide and protect us, your humble children, as we labor in the vineyards, and make us strong to resist those who would steal Zion from us.
Wait, what? Is there only one way in here? Huh. Kind of figured there was multiple entrances. Had I known that, I would have just planted the explosives and then did my little route. May as well have a wee sip. Again, keeping H2O down. Saves me using any purified water, that's for sure. We're not lost. No.
I'll fight you if I must.
You can know Ninkumpami.
This one, I'll fight you
I have nothing for that. Right.
if I must. I fear I will need. I can't keep up this pace much longer.
It was close. She almost died.
White leg attacks grow more frequent each day. Even my best herbs won't work if I'm dead. I need help.
Let's just spawn in right in the middle of them. No fear. At the nighttime Passover.
This is the only short path from the Narrows to Pine Creek. They will be cut to ribbons by these traps.
Okay, these traps must have come from somewhere, but the white legs who placed it are still around.
I would suspect you are right. Perhaps we should try to find them before they lay more traps.
What should we do about it?
Disarm the traps if you can, or find the white legs who placed them and drive them off. Our advanced scouts should be able to deal with them if they don't have to fight off raiders at the same time.
No worries.
As you say. I'll fight you if I must.
Oh, you didn't even get a scene to. You just showed up dead.
Found them. Messy business. I am glad it's over. Found them.
You tried.
Messy
You tried, little gecko.
business. I am glad it's over. I know you are eager to leave Zion, but perhaps you might find peace if you stayed. Think about it. Yes?
Yeah, we'll drop a save. There's 3 of them. Maybe they get a few crits off at me. You know.
You can Niku.
They're getting worse.
Next one. Do you know what? Well, actually, we will go back. And do the Sorrows campsite. The reason I'm really doing this is because I think that forwards the quest line. And I'd rather get the side ones, you know, done and dusted out of our way.
You leave me no choice.
I was like, I wonder what we're going to encounter in here. Sneaky mole rat.
It is good to travel with another. I spend so long scouting on my own that I forget what human company is like. You leave me no choice. I'll fight you if I must. I'll fight you if I must.
Oh, that's the easiest battle I'm gonna have. Everything else we're gonna fight is kind of like, you could say, pain and sorrow. I'll stop now. Okay, Sweet Flower Cave had sweet nothing. I could have loads of food, I suppose, if you want to be very, very generous. Has to be on round then. Love to visit this place someday.
Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. I hope someday you will see it as it was.
That's a good wee find. Whitebird. Let's go say hello.
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. You come to receive visions of truth?
Don't know what that means.
Take drugs, kill a bear, seek medicine plant, return with sacred datura root, receive visions of truth, they guide you.
Wait a minute, what if I don't want to do any of that? Okay, I guess I'll just go then.
Go. Return, maybe yes, return, maybe no, but go. You have root of sacred datura?
Yeah, I do.
These roots make sacred vision tea. You drink, you see path before you. Ready?
Yep.
Drink. Tea is strong. Tea is bitter. Wisdom is strong. Wisdom is bitter. You see? You go to cave. Find ghost of she. Lay ghost to rest. This your quest. Bring peace where was strife. Go.
Don't do drugs, kids. I'm gonna go fight the ghost of she. And I will take some rushing water.
I'll fight you if I must. I have this under control.
almost killed her myself.
So, this is the ghost of She's lair. I was never...
Blinded.
I'll fight you if I must. This one is mine.
I like to think something's happening in the midst of all this. Oops. Ghost of She's paw and meat.
Does Ghost of She like quiet in grave?
It's done.
Then visions of truth are at an end. Will you learn from truth? Maybe yes, maybe no. Only for you to decide. Here, take. Gift to remind you of visions. Use well, or sell to cure your trader. Either way, says much about you.
Okay, now that our vision has returned.
Visions guide you. You listen.
What's it called? She's Embrace. Hey, we got a big claw. Yogwai claw. Yeah, it's not a claw, it's a quaw. Crossroad Cavern. Yeah.
You leave me no choice.
Where were you when I needed you for the quest? Remember we had to kill a load of coyotes? Because I remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Daniel says that most people outside the valley do not keep to the Father's ways. Perhaps when you leave, you will carry his word with you.
Possibly. Let's see. I must figure out what cave fungus gets made into. Oh! Gecko backed. What? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, blood shield. Poison resistance. Hey, that's actually pretty damn good. Yeah. I could get used to that one.
Shape in the deer.
Here they are!
Oh no, you wee wee.
Damage 32. What's your 61? Oh, baby is just.
Come now, I need you. This one is mine.
Good job. Quite the ambush they set up, didn't they?
I know you are eager to leave Zion, but perhaps you might find peace if you stayed. Think about it. Yes?
I'll think about it, alright. Think about how you didn't notice there was an entire group of white legs at the back of your camp. Slight security oversight by Daniel there. Like, how did you not notice that? Oh. Oh. Oh, let's go this way. Unmarked.
We pass like moonlight on still water.
Uh-oh. Honestly, the fact we didn't die says an awful lot. We're beasts. We are definitely built different. And I didn't bring enough doctor's bags. That's another thing. I wonder where Daniel's gone off to. Oh, a doctor's bag. I can make one.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me. It is good to travel with another. I spend so long scouting on my own that I forget what human company is like. If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
Oh, Desert Ranger combat armor. Yes. That's why he was such a beast. That's what we see in the TV show as well. Year 2096. Killed all the men. I think they would have taken the women alive, but Maria and Selena opened fire and some of the others went for their guns, so they shot them down and some of the kids with them. If I could have warned them. Elena and Carmen and 5 children still alive, being kept in a pen. There are more than 100 of these guys in blue suits. Every suit says 22 in the back. Why? Armed to the teeth with submachine guns, pistols, estimate 60% male. Everyone seems to follow the dark-haired guy, but can't get close enough to tell. They're disciplined, patrols, sentries, they mean business. Say I go in at night and get the women and children out, where to next? But I have to get them out, have to. Recon during the night, well organised sentries along most approaches, but stream not covered. Are they sick? Lots of coughing fits, tuberculosis? Women and children still in pen will try to infiltrate by stream tomorrow night. They ate them. Oh man. They ate all the women and children they got. Damn. Oh, that's the camp we found. Well, the skeletons. Ooh. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 6 males killed. Heard their coughing a mile away. Used their grenades to booby trap bodies. Kept half. Secured 6 SMGs. 500 rounds of 10mm. 6 frags. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 2 more males died checking bodies. Killed 2 more with rifles. Shot 1 through calf. Let him crawl off to spread the message. Coughed like I'd shot him through the lung. Ambush half a mile east of Coal Pits. 8 males killed. Another ambush in February in the Narrows. 6 males killed. Killed a 10mm through, or took a 10mm through the thigh. Steel jacket missed femoral. Lucky. Used tourniquet to make sure no blood splattered on rocks. Back to cave. Have set traps all the way along the entrance, but if they come to find me, it's only a matter of time. Still, 24 confirmed kills in 10 days. At least 1/3 of their combat force. Not bad for an old man. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Patrol was small. 3 men. Screaming woke me. Point man caught under deadfall. Panic fire ricocheted into the cave. Almost hit me. Crawled forward. Killed them all with SMGs. Nearly used frags. Stupid. Finger and pin when remembered ricochets. Leaving at once. No other patrols in area, but they'll be searching the Narrows for these 3. Taking as much food as I can drag with me. Heading to the cave south. So the Vault boys all came in and were like, oh, hello. This is ours now. And he was like, no.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
You'll have to take some of my miscellaneous, of which I have bent-in cans.
I will.
Right. Take some buff out. We're addicted anyway. May as well. Just keep on going. Nope, I didn't see a duffel bag. Oh, there it is. 5 out of 6 discovered now. Right. Must get back to camp. Drop all this off. Oh, no. Best not let you go. Boom. Oh, this is where he was getting the water. Reading books and whatnot. Well, if he was collecting it here, it must be pretty safe, so we'll take a wee sip.
I wish you could have met my family. You would like them, I think.
Oh. Ah, this was the ones that he killed then. Pretty cool that you can see the whole story, like. So they ate all those kids and women. Damn. That's rough. Is that Daniel? Ah, there's Daniel. I assume by the shelter placement, they sort of live into the top of this. can I visit that bit, or I wonder is it out of reach? After a quick intermission of a crash, I am back. Wandering. I don't think you can reach a lot of these top camps. It's just sort of, they're weaving in the, oh, there's a cave entrance, so, you know, you would go into
I
it.
ask that you guide this man who is the vessel of your will. Show him the light of your wisdom and the peace of your love. Amen.
Hola, Dunane.
What? Who does? What? What? Y'all domesticated geckos? That's actually pretty damn impressive. That's all considered stealing. Probably best not to arouse suspicion. Oh. Oh, what's this? Half mouse cave. Huh. They're all happy with me taking stuff from in here.
It is good to travel with another. I spend so...
Who was this? Ah, this is where we found the dude with the suitcase at the bottom. What's that there? It's just a plate. It's got a little stuck. Okay, our plan now is to go up and speak to... Oh, there he is. You there.
I'm glad to see you're still with us.
Why do you need a map of the Grand Staircase?
Grand Staircase is farther east, deeper into the Colorado Plateau. The Whitelegs were able to reach us here, but it's only because Zion is close to the Long 15. They can't pursue us east of here. It's too wild. Throughout our history, we have called many places Zion. This valley is full of God's beauty, but it's just a place. Zion is more than this. We cannot use any and all means available just to protect stone and water and a piece of sky. We have to hold on to our faith. Far more enduring. If we sacrifice grace for a piece of land, we may live in this valley, but we will no longer dwell in Zion. It's better for us to leave now.
Is there any other way I can help?
If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough stim packs for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley, and you might even find some on Whitelegs you come across.
Okay. Here's some.
Ah, that's great news. We can use anything you can offer.
Take 3.
Thanks. That will help a good deal.
Okay, what do you do here?
I used to help the Sorrows with various medical problems and general issues they were having, but my bishop sent me here as a missionary. We New Canaanites believe that there is a path to salvation for everyone, and it's important that we set people on that path if they are willing.
You said you used to help the Sorrows. What do you mean?
I'm trying to make amends for allowing our problem to become their problem. The New Canaanites, I mean. The Whitelegs have always fought with us. And with Joshua returning, Caesar has motivated the Whitelegs to stamp out the New Canaanites entirely. That means the tribes we work with, too. It's already I just want to prevent something terrible from happening to the Sorrows.
Okay, what happened before?
Yes. But not just whitelegs. Raiders, too. Prospectors, slavers. Anyone who thinks they can exploit the ignorant and the innocent. We lost the tar walkers and the crazy horns. We did our best, but we made mistakes. We paid for them. But they paid more. I'd like to get out from under that debt someday. Until then, it's enough to stop ourselves from getting deeper in the hole.
The Whitelegs are already here, so what's your plan?
To remove the Sorrows from harm's way. I have to give credit to the Whitelegs for finding their way here. Though I imagine many died in the process. But they can't follow us east. Not into the Grand Staircase. They don't know how to live off the land. We head there. We can find some safety.
Okay. Why are you so eager to evacuate? You don't seem to be a pacifist.
There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any white-leg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out.
You're right to leave, but I don't think you should kill. It's an awful lot of responsibility. If you're willing to defend the Sorrows, why not pursue the Whitelegs?
There is an important difference between killing in defense and waging war. Even a Gentile like you should know that.
Joshua's a new Canaanite, and he's obviously willing to attack the Whitelegs.
Joshua is a living Bible of all mankind's miseries of war. The debt he has levied through his actions, he repays every day. He is a monument both to God's unending forgiveness and to humanity's unfathomable capacity for cruelty. It's written on every inch of his body. When you look at him, do you only see a man of God? Beneath those bandages, he is burned flesh. As he burns, so does he consume everyone around him. Joshua wants to fight because the Whitelegs have stoked the naked flame inside of him. You see the light, but do not yet feel the heat. I can pray that you never will. But it isn't up to me, and it isn't up to God. It's up to Joshua.
What do you know of the Whitelegs?
They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force, raiding, and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar.
Fair enough. What do you know about the father in the caves?
Father in the... Oh, right. He's some spirit the Sorrows used to believe in. Watched over them from the caves in the valley. They marked some of the caves around here because they think they'll be punished for going inside. I think as more of them learn the teachings of the new Canaanites, they'll lose their old superstitions.
You might want to have a chat with them. They think your lord and the father are the same.
Oh? Oh. Of course. How stupid of me. They probably also think Mary is the mother and Jesus is the child. No wonder they picked up on things so easily. I guess it just goes to show how difficult it is to communicate sometimes.
Need medical assistance, can you help?
I should be able to address most common problems. What's the matter?
Need supplies.
I can provide medical assistance. I can even use supplies that we have here. But I can't just sell what we have. I need to address problems as they arise. And most of those have to do with the Sorrows or dead horses.
Could hit him with a wee barter. Could hit him with a wee speech. I'm trading pre-war goods and supplies from the Mojave. You need those too, don't you? Most of the Sorrows and dead horses are protected. I'm there getting shot up by Whitelegs. I'll do barter.
I do. All right. I can provide you with supplies, but be frugal with them.
Frugal, you say? Oh my goodness, you don't even have... You don't even have... doctor's bags.
I'm glad to see you're still with us.
That's so limited. Addiction. 200 caps? Pretty sure it wasn't 200 caps when I last checked. But what on earth? Anyway, we've completed everything in here, so let's go get the map. I like purposely avoid using chems in this, only because of the crippling like visuals when you know, withdraw. This is it. I just have to leave them all on one.
We should not be here. This place, it belongs to the Father in the caves. We must not profane it with our touch.
What are you talking about?
The Father in the caves. The Holy Father who gave the Sorrows his succor and gave the new Canaanites his son. Many of the caves around the valley are sacred to him, and those who would trespass are punished by holy wrath.
Holy wrath, right. I'll keep an eye out for that. Bet it looks a lot like a bear trap. Well, it was just a man who lived, understand and respect your beliefs then, but we need to search the cave.
I understand. I would prefer to leave as soon as possible, though.
Can we talk to you a wee bit more?
Katubiu.
Do you have family?
I do. A fine husband and 3 children. I miss them each day, but I take comfort in knowing they are safe.
Where are they?
When we learned that Salt Upon Wounds had defiled Zion with his presence, Daniel ordered the children, the old, and the sick evacuated from the camp. My husband volunteered to lead the hunters that went with them for protection. I try not to worry about them, but we have had no news for so long, and Daniel seems sad when I ask him about it. Sad and a little frightened.
I could talk to him, maybe he'll open up more to me.
Perhaps he will. I sometimes feel he thinks he must protect me. If he has news, I would know of it.
Okay. Family affair.
Oh, Father, guide and
Oh,
protect
no,
us,
something
your
maybe
humble
happened.
children, as we labor in the vineyards, and make us strong to resist
Oh,
those
something
who
must have
steal
happened,
Zion
because there's
from
no
us.
way they would just silently not mention to her what's going on. Ah, this would be really sad if that is the truth. Right, Daniel's normally patrolling this little route. I imagine he's probably still here. No, my luck, he is not. We will wait. There you are.
I'm glad to see you're still with us.
Tell me about Waking Cloud's family.
What do you want to know exactly? I'm sure she could tell you much better than I.
Said one of her bursts was difficult and you helped her through it.
Oh, well, that's true. Waking Cloud is a talented midwife. She certainly brought more children into the world than I have. But there are some problems she's never dealt with. One of them came up when she was having her 3rd child, and I really didn't do much. I'm surprised she mentioned it.
Did the rest of her family leave Zion?
I did.
What's the matter? Did something else happen?
Her 3 children are safe. They made it north weeks ago and met up with new Canaanites heading east. Her husband didn't make it. He died protecting their children from
Ah, that is so sad.
Do not tell Waking Cloud. She is one of the only Sorrows who can communicate easily with us, and her tribe needs her to be strong right now.
It's her husband. Don't you think she has a right to know? Okay, so I've never actually done this quest before, but it affects the ending of Waking Cloud. Now, either you can lie to her, or you can tell her that she has a right to know. Let's see.
To everything, there is a season. Who are you or I to put this heavy burden on her now?
You're the new Canaanite who's supposed to help lead these people, not hide things from them.
I know, you're right. I shouldn't have hidden it from her in the first place. We can't fail here again. Zion can't become the next New Canaan. The Sorrows don't deserve that. They don't deserve any of this. Sometimes I look at them and wonder if they would have been better off if those old trails had stayed forgotten. If we had never found any of them. Tell Waking Cloud if you think that's best. I won't stop you.
Standing there right behind me. I've got to tell her husband's dead. Lie. Daniel isn't avoiding talking about your family's preoccupied. But your husband, I'm afraid he was killed by the Whitelegs during the evacuation.
What? No. You must be mistaken. Daniel would have told me.
I'm afraid so. Daniel kept it from you because he thought the grief would distract you.
How
Oh dear.
dare he? What gives him the right? I thought Daniel was my friend, but he cares nothing for the Sorrows.
He was only doing what he thought was best for the tribe. Wasn't an easy choice. I agree, ignorant, arrogant and cruel, not exactly the friend you want. Yeah, it wasn't an easy choice for him.
Perhaps. I will have to have a very long talk with Daniel when all of this is over. Thank you for telling me this truth.
Oh, that's just so grim. But you know what? I actually feel it was the better option. You know what I mean? There was no easy way to sort that. Definitely believe she deserved to know that one though. The wine now? To the Eyrie! Dehydration? Unlikely.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
Good, good. Right. I will store all these away. And then in the next episode, we will do, obviously, advance the scouts. We've got a side quest or two with the other companion, so I've got to go find out wherever he's holed up. Do his side quests, and then we'll do the two endings. Will we get it all done the next episode? We'll have to see. Otherwise, the whole operation here is going swimmingly. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.